And checking in with my daily update. Back to it today. Although I didn't have any appointments in the diary apart from an 8:30 check-in call. Um, I knew there was a risk that it would be a bit of a frittered away kind of day, because it's just been such a mad, not just weekend, but probably 2 weeks leading up to it as well. I've just been full on focused with prepping for that session, and so I knew that there was a chance that I'd just sit back today and just faff around, and maybe even feel a little bit low because that often happens as well, where I feel a little bit flat. I think probably the best way of describing it. But that didn't happen today. I didn't have a really tight plan. In fact, I didn't have a plan for today, which was unusual for me. Normally, I'm very, very diligent with doing that. But I knew that there were only a few small things, big things that I needed to do. One of them was just to make sure I had all my follow-ups done for people who I wanted to follow up with from the conference. And I've done all the ones I needed to. And there's a couple more that I will still get done, but didn't need to be done today. And I needed to make sure I'm all prepped and ready for tomorrow, which I have now done. In fact, there's one other thing which it's only 10 to 4 now, so I'm going to do next. But the other thing I really wanted to do but wasn't sure that I would get a chance to do was just to record another couple, or actually 4 more videos for the app and the Boost Performance program. And that's why I'm dressed like this and why I've got the background up, is because I've just done it and it feels so good. And as I was getting myself prepped and ready to do it, actually the module's on mindset and motivation and self-talk to superpower and all that. And as I was getting myself prepped and ready for it and up for it, I was thinking, if I get this done, I will just feel like I've achieved so much today. And I genuinely do. Feels really good to have had that, to finish that. And actually, the self-talk to superpower is the name of a session, a longer keynote type session that I'm delivering on behalf of Camwell next week. The first time I'll have done this as a keynote, and really looking forward to it. Actually, it's a new one, but I've spent quite a bit of time a while back developing this, so I'm looking forward to an opportunity to actually unleash it and to do it properly. So it's been a very productive day, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say with off the back of all of that. So just one more bit of work to get done, and I feel like I've maybe, going back to what I said earlier about feeling a bit flat, kind of there were a couple of moments maybe where I did feel that, partly because I haven't had a sudden surge of responses, and because everyone's obviously traveling, because everyone's international, so they'll be traveling today. But I haven't had any, oh my goodness, George, that was amazing, that was really good. I haven't had that, and I asked myself, well, do I need that? Do I need people to be saying that to feel like, okay, I'm making progress? Because actually, I did get a bit of that during the session, but it's not going to move me forwards just by having people say that to me now. I need to be moving this forwards myself. And that feels good when people tell you that they've enjoyed some of the work you did. I actually had an email back from someone from the MD to MD session that I did last week on managing your energy. And across the board, I was given 10 out of 10, which I think is unusual for them. And I had somebody said he's the best presenter speaker we've had so far. So really pleased with that feedback, even though it was a small-ish group. I'm taking that, and I am enjoying doing the work with MD to MD groups as well. But like I said, it doesn't really. It kind of feels like I'm on the right lines here, but I knew that was a good session. Like, I'm looking back at the session that I did in Portugal. Like, I know that was a good session. There were things that I might have done differently if I had the chance to do it again, but I certainly didn't crash and burn. So, like, what else do I need? I just want to make sure that I'm following up with all the people who I need to follow up with. So it's been useful having that sort of check in place and not getting caught up in that sort of negative thinking and flat thinking. I think that's helped me really keep my energy and motivation levels up today and focused on what's next. So I've enjoyed it. I've given myself the credit for it, but I'm not resting on my laurels for a moment. I want to kind of just keep this momentum going now. Anyway, there's my update for the day. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and check back in again tomorrow for another daily update. Bye for now.